European champion Alena Kostornaya spoke about Adelia Petrosyan's departure from Itari Tutberidze's group. "I'm in touch with Adelia now, and we communicate well. I support her and reassure her. I think Adelia is a strong and excellent athlete. She will definitely fulfill her potential and show off her many talents. Overall, I have my deepest support. I will always be there for her," said Kostornaya. She also wished good luck to Alexandra Trusova, who is returning to the sport. "I don't talk to Sasha. No, we're not close. Good luck to Sasha," the skater added. Three-time world champion Ilia Malinin of the United States announced an important announcement on social media. A big announcement on Monday, July 27th. "It's time for something new. The end of one thing can lead to the beginning of something new," the skater wrote. The Olympic season proved the most challenging of Ilia Malinin's career. Total dominance before and after the games, but collapse at the main event. And now the American figure skater has addressed the fundamental questions of Russian philosophy. Over the past couple of weeks, Malinin has given several interviews in which he explored the reasons for his Olympic defeat. In case you've forgotten, Ilia finished only 8th in the individual competition after a disastrous free skate. However, he did take home gold in the team event from Milan, a medal that now tops the list of achievements listed on his social media profile. Incidentally, mention of agent Ari Zakarian has disappeared from there. Coincidence? Judging by Ilia's words, he's looking for those around him to blame for his failure. "There are several possibilities. It was as if everyone was using me to attract attention, trying to portray me as the main hope for Olympic gold. It was wrong. I was forced to do things I didn't want to do. There was a lot of media, and they pressured me to do what was best for television. They took advantage of the attention on me instead of allowing the athletes to shine in the moment, and they put too much unnecessary pressure on them. They explained that they want to see more individuality. But the Olympic Games are supposed to be about the athletes. Even after what happened at the Olympics, they continued to film me, even though they could have filmed the medalists. All they did was wait for my reaction. But there are ways to avoid that and still ensure everyone gets the attention they need. It's pretty obvious why the last few years have been so stressful. I've had so much attention, pressure, and expectations from all sides. And sometimes I haven't had the best people around me. There was so much attention, so much pressure, so much expectation. The people around me at the time weren't the best. So there were definitely a few mistakes in that situation that I can correct in the future. An even more serious problem is federations, organizations that sometimes don't understand what's best for athletes. And that's something I've really noticed, and they usually try to take advantage of it, instead of listening to the athletes' needs and helping them, instead of just forcing them. The Orange County Register, when asked whether he was referring to this figure skating federation, or the USNOC, Ilia replied, "Just in general." He then added that he had only planned to skate one program in the team competition, to better prepare for the individual competition. The World Championships in Prague proved to be an excellent place for rehabilitation. Malinin won his third gold medal in a row, demonstrating that the Olympics hadn't broken his will to win. "I was very happy that I was able to go to the World Championships. I went there with a completely different mindset than I had at the Games. I was there simply because I love skating. And after the victory, I felt relieved that the season was over," he admitted in an interview with the IAC website. After the World Championships, Ilia performed in shows, where he performed incredible quadruple combos, volleys of somersaults, and other tricks that no one else could pull off. It turned out that his apparent ease concealed serious struggles. Now Malinin may miss the season, he's so tired of figure skating. Here are several confirmations from Ilia himself. On preparing for the 2030 Olympics and, possibly, the 2034 Games, what I want to do is take a little rest, realize that I don't need to make everything as big as it actually is, and listen more to myself and my expectations, and not get hung up on the people around me. On next season, we'll see how things go. I'm still not sure what I'll do next year. I think I need to tour shows now, see how I feel, and then we'll decide whether I'll continue skating or take a year off. Nothing has been decided yet, and also on a break. I'd like to take a little break from figure skating. The last 4 years before the Olympics have been very difficult, so I think I want to take a break, whether it's half a season or. It really depends on how I feel. I think it's best to say now that I'll be taking a break because I'm still not entirely sure. I'm moving step by step. Many figure skaters, even many years after retiring, can't come to terms with defeat. How long will it take Malinin? Dani Kajalina, representing Azerbaijan, will compete in the Challenger Series in Japan. Her coach, Evgenia Medvedeva, announced this. Dani Kajalina is preparing for the ISU Challenger Series Kinoshita Group Cup in Japan. She's been waiting for this moment for a long time, missing 3 competitive seasons due to injuries and a 2-year quarantine. I want her to succeed. We believe in you, Nika. We believe in your talent and strength, Plushenko wrote. The tournament will be held from September 4th to 6th, 2026 in Tokyo. Russian Championship bronze medalist Alena Kostornaya has regained her triple loop. In January, the figure skater underwent knee surgery. She returned to ice training in May. First jump with her right foot in 8 months. 3 low, Kostornaya wrote. Earlier, she showed successful attempts at a triple salchow and a toe loop. Coach Alena Kostornaya said that Russian Championship bronze medalist Maria Zakharova is learning a quadruple lutz. Do you plan to learn any more quadruple jumps besides the toe loop? Or do you think the existing set of elements is sufficient? I don't think Maria herself will stop at just the quad. She's currently learning a quadruple lutz and is already landing it in a triple toe loop combination. During practice, thanks to her energy and physical strength, she's a very hard worker. She gives it her all during a 45-minute practice session. She completes the work assigned by the coach completely and doesn't leave the ice if something isn't done correctly. This quality has become rare these days, said Bayanova. French choreographer Benoit Richaud created a program for Kazakhstan's Olympic champion Mikhail Shadorov. This is my first season where programs are created by specialists. I've always considered the best in their field. Thank you for this experience, Benoit. I'm looking forward to the start of the season, Shadorov wrote on social media. Shaolin-born choreographed another program for the skater. 2-time world figure skating champion Evgenia Medvedeva spoke about her upcoming wedding. Medvedeva's fiancé is dancer and choreographer Evgenia Medvedeva. As for whether the wedding will be private or intimate, it's because we're somewhat media-intensive people. Older has many projects, works in several theaters, and tours extensively. And I do even more so we have a lot of good acquaintances and friends, and in our case, the guest list is quite extensive. The wedding is planned to be large, but it won't be a media event. We were thinking of having a small celebration with around 50 guests, but that's not working out. In the end, there will be well over 100 people. But they're all close friends with whom we interact and communicate almost every day. It's amazing how much an event like a wedding opens up the number of people you truly connect with, whether through work or family. As a result, we ended up with a huge guest list, so it's a large wedding, but everyone is close. It's happening this summer, right in the center of Moscow. Because most of the guests are very busy, we didn't even consider an outdoor wedding. People are busy with work, especially since it's the second half of summer, fall is approaching, and many are starting to get their children ready for school. So we chose a location that would be convenient for both us and the guests. Everything is ready for the wedding, including the dress. But I won't tell you anything else, Medvedeva said.